This building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Oakland Raiders. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Double dog, that's the way. Out. 49. Here we go, 48.
Here's Dalvin Cook, third year back from Florida State. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. Cousins gives way to Cook. Cook stripped. The ball's out.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Now here's the first carry for Amir Abdullah. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Back to the ground. This time Cook. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 yards there, first down.
I remember the first time I saw Dalvin Cook play in college. I was watching him on TV, called a scouting friend of mine and said, "Who is this guy? He's special." And he said, "Dude, you're watching a home run hitter on the field."
Yeah, he was special in Tallahassee. Left Florida State their all-time leader in rushing yards and touchdowns. They run again on first down. Cook. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The second down run for Abdullah. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. They'll run for it with Cook. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on 3rd and goal. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And they got the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch is signaled for. And Take it.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
29. Hey,
Working from the gun, it's Carr. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Come on, D. You're mine. Hey, I-7. 52's in mine. Who's right, feet? Lose one.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr, he's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. That one goes for 36 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. This is the former Jet and Brown, Isaiah Crowell. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He's crashing. He's checking.
Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
3rd down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here.
Monday, down. Wide 85. Right here. 9. Bravo. Target. Hey, Mike 52. Squeeze, double. That's it.
Shotgun now for Carr. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. Oh, no doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the 1st down carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Check 13.
On the ground, it's Cook. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Gun. Stay at home.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. On now to kick it away is the punter, Matt Weil. Back deep, Antonio Brown. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? On 2nd and 7, Carr. And Gresham has it left side. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. 24th pick in the spring by Oakland was Josh Jacobs. Only rushed for 640 yards last year at Alabama, but when you consider the offensive depth chart they had, it makes it understandable. So young, won't turn 22 until February. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it, fumble, and the Vikings pick up the football. The 20. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling.
Check 24. Check 24.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
Let's go!
At their own 18-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We've got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talked about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Watch the ship. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Throwing, Cousins, sliding out of the pocket. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Carr now on 1st down. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Stephen Weatherly showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now Carr. And Gresham, the tight end, brings it in. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Throwing his car on third down. He gets it to Brown, complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
Down. 54, right there, right there. Hey, we're good.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Over the middle here to Brown. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. This will be caught once again by Brown. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. The final shot here before half for Carr. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On 2nd and 9, Carr. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
7:34. Under 10. Under 10.
From the gun, it's Carr. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And they begin the drive with Abdullah. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Okay, just like that. Just like that. Hey, look, 3. Hey, 382. Hey, 50. Yellow. 55.
Throwing on 2nd down. Cousins escaping the pressure right. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They run it again with Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Hey, we're good. 6-18.
On 1st down, Carr. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain of 39 that time. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Operating from the gun. Carr flushed out right. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught.
Here we go.
A very solid gain of 27. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his first career NFL touchdown, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Dawson able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 8. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
On 1st down, Abdullah. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there is no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Abdullah. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
54, Mike. 54, Mike. Check, walk 54, walk 54. Get the right room. Begin. Check 31. Check.
Abdullah on the counter. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Got to get to the 26 for a 1st. This is 3rd down.
Check 43. Mike 55.
To throw is Cousins. Flush to his right. Steelers running back, Ameer Abdullah. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Meanwhile, over in Lambeau, an update. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Carr. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 23 yards the pickup there. First 9 seasons in the league for Brown were, of course, in Pittsburgh. Last year, though, growing concerns of his dissatisfaction in his role with the Steelers and the quibbles with Ben Roethlisberger. So he ends up being traded to the Raiders in March. 7-time Pro Bowler, 6 straight years of at least 1,200 yards and 8 touchdowns. Not a bad stretch. What a talent for Derek Carr to have on his side. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr escaping. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? So they take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Cook. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That one's on Garrett Bradbury, the first center taken back in April's draft. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Here we go. Check, check. Lucky 50.
Cook following the penalty. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Cousins now, eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And this is incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it's third down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
On third down, Carr flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline, and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run again. This time it's Abdullah. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down, Cook. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
Watch it. He's coming. Double up.
One.
He's coming. Double up. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Slam.
A toss to Cook. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. On the carry, it's Cook. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat-and-mouse deal.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Following the interception, Cousins rolling to his right. This to C.J. Ham, the fullback. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On second down, it's Cook. Cook able to escape. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is indeed good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And he'll get it up to about the 20.